Santiago. I'm with Task Force Eagle boat team. So what we do on a normal basis, we scout the area, right? We find any crossing points, any individuals that, they kind of set themselves up on the shore, begin to cross. We are the first point of contact to deter and to negate that cross. After that, if they take it upon themselves and continue into the water, then our secondary function is to then become a rescue team in case they end up getting swept into the water by the current.
Recently, it's actually gotten a lot worse. I'd say last fall is when it started peaking up. We saw a staggering amount of numbers come this January, but since we closed down this area right here, we saw a dramatic decrease of migrants.
So right now, the dam that's up north, they've opened up. As you can tell, the water level is a lot higher than what we normally operate. So for our operators right now, it gives them more of an opportunity to get up and down the water as needed a lot quicker at this point. But then it adds a secondary danger with those individuals that end up wanting to cross.
So it's been pretty effective. And, we've really made an impact so far, I believe. We're fighting hard and we keep pushing on through the thick and thin.
To those in Texas, thank you for your support. Just got to keep going along. Whatever gets thrown our way, we'll be ready for it down here.
I'm more fired up than a WNBA player after scoring 4 points at the half. Okay, here's the million-dollar question. If the Civil War was tomorrow, what do you bring to the table? Now, first off, I feel like if the red counties faced off against the blue counties in America, it'd be over about as quick as a fight between the Starbucks staff and the Waffle House staff, okay? It'd be about 5 minutes. I want to share with y'all this hilarious Instagram reel. I don't know what show it is. I don't watch too much TV at all. But the question gets asked in a general room where you got Republicans, you got Democrats, and the question is, what do you bring to the table in a civil war? And watch how they answer this because it's very, very telling. Here we go.
War is tomorrow. What is the skill set you bring to the battlefield?
Well, I'm good with a gun.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. James?
I have survival skills. I was in the military. I know how to shoot a weapon, hand-to-hand combat if I have to. I can stick you with a knife and not, cry about it.
We're laughing about sticking people with a knife, but okay. Lancey, what skills?
Leadership.
Leadership?
Yeah, I just feel there's going to need to be some leaders.
Bo, what skills do you have?
Critical thinking?
Jesus, for all of the liberals here, we have a leader and a critical thinker. This is why the blue side is
See, if you're watching that thing like me, you're thinking to yourself, okay, what's the proximity of my house toward the nearest city? What's my bug-out bag situation look like? My food, my ammo? Maybe you've seen The Walking Dead. Maybe you've seen The Last of Us. I mean, 10 years ago, I bought a sawed-off, well, no, it was a regular, I never sawed it off, ATF watching this. It was a regular shoot-from-the-hip shotgun just because I thought to myself, in that zombie situation, would I be able to, handle myself? Would I be able to make it out? And now the answer is absolutely yes. Is it practical? Hell no. Does it look awesome in the back window of my gun rack just riding down the interstate? Absolutely. See, the red counties in America, we've already won. Look how many red counties there are. It's pretty much all of America. We've already won because we're the only ones thinking about it. Matter of fact, we stay up thinking about it at night. Have you seen this meme right here? I love this. She goes, he's probably thinking about other women. And he's laying there thinking, if the Civil War started tomorrow, what do I bring to the table? If a Civil War breaks out tomorrow, you think we're going to be scared of you weighing about $125, wearing all black, swinging your Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle skateboard at us? It would be like trying to out-trash talk a guy from Boston, okay? It'd be like trying to out-drink a guy from Wisconsin. It'd be like trying to meet a conservative woman at Target. She ain't there. It ain't gonna happen. You want to meet a conservative woman, boys, you go to TJ Maxx, all right? But you don't want civil war. It would be over in about 72 hours, okay? Really without a single shot fired, and I'll tell you why. Because the majority of the nation's food and fuel and energy comes from the red counties in the red states. And the mental illness of the woke stuff, it only grows because we feed it. You're only alive because we're feeding you. So remember when you were a kid and you took that trip for a week to the Grand Canyon or whatever for like a week and you had a goldfish and you forgot to feed that goldfish? How was he doing when you got back? He wasn't doing too good, was he? He was belly up. That's exactly what I'm talking about. The owners of the trucking companies at any moment could bring all these big blue counties to their knees without even a shot fired. They We just don't have to drive in there. What's Congress going to do? Pass a law that the truckers have to deliver food to San Francisco? Okay, it only takes missing 9 meals for complete anarchy in any city to take place. That is a given statistical fact that we've already seen. We saw it in Katrina, we saw it many other times in this nation. We're living in a post-Christian, post-constitutional country at this point. So keep that in mind when you're thinking about how close we actually are. So, leadership, critical thinking, yeah, great idea.
For everybody watching and listening on YouTube, your time and attention is much appreciated. You want to be alert to the goings on in Europe on the populist uprising front, in Spain, in Poland, in Germany, in the Netherlands, because this is a harbinger of things to come. If it bothers the farmers and the truckers, it's probably wrong. And that seems to me to be an extremely useful rule of thumb, and it's also one you'd think the bloody leftists would adhere to, given their hypothetical concern with the working class, right? Because you can't get more bedrock working class than farmers and truckers. So, and that does seem to me to be a reasonable measurement tool. You know, if the policies are bothering the farmers and making them protest, something is up, because that's just not how farmers operate, not generally. And the same can be said for truckers. When they're goaded into political action, something genuinely rotten is occurring. And you know, with this regard to these sustainable development goals, if you wanted to feed the bloody poor, the first thing you would do is lower energy costs by whatever means necessary. And so if you think you can quintuple energy costs and feed the poor, you're an idiot, or you're malevolent, you know, or you're narcissistically self-serving, or some terrible combination of all of that.